Today we're looking at a review. Which is better, the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch OLED? Let's find out. First we'll take a look at the Switch. What does that have to offer? Now the Switch is quite a cool console. I mean, it literally introduced the whole genre of being portable and also being on the TV, using of course these little Joy-Con slots. But what about gameplay and controls? Well, the controls aren't much. Even when switching Joy-Cons, it's only a color, and if it ever starts drifting, you're gonna run into a few problems. For those of you who don't know what drifting is, basically if a Joy-Con gets pushed or pressed too hard, it would sometimes go into an ongoing motion and it would start glitching out. And by that I mean it literally glitches out. And gameplay goes quite disorientated. So I wouldn't recommend it too much. And I know this is very subtle, but the screen is actually smaller than the one on the OLED. We'll get to that later on though. But in general, it is quite a nice console. I mean, just look at that glare. And plus, this was the first out of the two. Or three if you count the light, but that's not one. Now let's get some instances. You can carry this, you can play it on the TV, and it's surprisingly quite good at games. It has a load of instant classics. Those being games like New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Super Mario 3D World, plus Bowser's Fury, Minecraft, Super Mario Maker, Super Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and we can't forget the most favorited out of all of them, SMO, or Super Mario Odyssey if you want to say the full name. It also has its iconic Joy-Cons, and that classic slit or whatever it is. Noise, definitely noise. And when it comes to games, they're both kind of backwards compatible in a way, but they're mostly the similar games. Now let's get to the good stuff. We'll put that back to the side of Mario, and we'll go over to another arm. The Switch OLED has a bunch of differences that make it unique from its predecessor. The first one is a kind of a QLED screen, which makes it a little bit bigger and a lot clearer. Second of all, the Joy-Cons come in this white color. Mostly it's recognizable with the white color. There are only some new games that can be found on here, but for the most part it's the same games. Another thing is if you look on the back, there's a improved kickstand. Oh yeah, I didn't show that on the other one, but this is what it looks like on the other one. This is what it is. This flappy little stick thing, and over here it's a proper kind of kickstand that shows proper standard. And another improvement to the kickstand is that, as well as being wider, it also is more stable than the other one. I've seen this fall off many times. Good thing this isn't. And this one actually has a dock, but the dock is downstairs, so I can't be bothered. It has more of a noticeable LAN port. Now time for epic transition time, shall we? So, what would I recommend? Well, if you're a collector, or have bought the Switch or bought many consoles and Nintendo consoles at release, the Switch would be definitely the better option. However, if you're looking for casual play or actual gameplay and for better games and a better quality of gameplay, I would definitely pick the Switch OLED as it's a lot more versatile. That now concludes my Nintendo Switch reviews.